Good morning, Pilipinas. Magandang umaga po sa ating mga kaguruan mula Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Ngayong umaga ay ating pong tutunghayan ang naging kaganapan last week sa World Robotics Olympiad na ginanap sa Canada. And of course, the continuation of our series, Education Reimagined Series 4, which is the Spike Prime with CoderZ. So, ngayong umaga, bibigyan po namin kayo ng magandang balita dahil ang ating pong bansa ay nakilahok sa World Robotics Olympiad na kung saan ating pong nakamit ang championship. Kaya congratulations po with Felta Multimedia together with our participants which is the DYCM at saka po ang Bohol. Okay? So mamaya ipapakilala po ni Ma'am Maylin at ni Ma'am Jen ang ating pong mga naging kalahok na nanalo sa World Robotics Olympiad. But before we start with our program, let's have a moment of silence for our prayer. So let's have our prayer for this morning.
Lead me, Lord, lead me by the hand and help me face the rising sun. Comfort me through all the pain that life may bring. There's no other hope that I can lean upon. Lead me, Lord, lead me all my life. Walk by me across the lonely roads that I may face. Take my arms and let your hand show me the way. Show the way to live inside your heart. All my days, all my life, you are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my light. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. Lead me, Lord. Lead me, Lord. Even though at times I'd rather go alone my way. Help me take the right direction. Take your road. Lead me, Lord, and never leave my side. All my days, all my life, you are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my light. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life, all through my days. So lead me, oh Lord.
Okay, so now we conclude with the traditional, but different this time, the traditional flag parade. And I would like to thank all of you who sent videos of their teams or kids that are waving flag from your own country. This is so great. So for this flag parade, we will be assisted by a group of grade 4 students from Academy Sainte Thérèse. So for the flag parade.
Please welcome our first country, Armenia. Azerbaijan. Bangladesh. Brazil. China. Chinese Taipei. Costa Rica. Czech Republic. Denmark. Greece. Hong Kong. Hungary. India. Indonesia. Iran. Japan. Kazakhstan. Macau. Mexico. Malaysia. Netherlands. Oman. Pakistan. Panama. Philippines. Romania. Russia. Saudi Arabia. Singapore. South Africa. Spain. Switzerland. Syria. Thailand. United Arab Emirates. Ukraine. United States. Vietnam. And finally, the host country of WRO 2020X, Canada.
You may see that we have some students waving two flags. This is because we were only allowed to have 27 students from the same classroom on stage.
Thank you to all the students.
Thank you.
In third position, we have Team 241 Robaholics Team Rockets from Philippines. In second position, we have Team 244 Dicey Primes from Philippines also. And the winner of the open category senior is Team 245 Dicey Novus from Philippines.
Congratulations.
Hello, powerful morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah.
Good morning,
Yan.
everyone. Congratulations for our winner.
Mag-awards na.
Congratulations. Kasi last week, we didn't even know. Last week, when we broadcasted, we didn't know if Philippines will win or not. And here we are today. We are bringing the gold, silver, and bronze winners of the open category of the World Robot Olympiad Canada. And we're so proud that
Correct.
the Philippines was able to win and give victory to God and country once again. Now let's call in our first awardee, our third place. Miss Jen, baka gusto niyo muna bumate before we call in our students and our coach.
Ayan, wala lang bagyo. Masaya, di ba? So,
Wala
after
na.
the rain, there's a pot of gold by the rain sa foot ng rainbow, no? Talagang
Rainbow.
after struggles, merong reward na naghihintay. So, today is a celebration of those pinagdaanan natin. Sobrang hirap. Kaya, enjoy natin ang day na ito. And congratulations sa mga winners.
Yes. And
Right.
of course, nakita natin last week naging preparation po ng ating mga participants for the WRO, ang DYCI, Prime, at ganun din po yung Bohol, na talaga namang pinaghandaang mabuti ang Depth and Ball. Pakikipag-ugnayan with this worldwide competition in robotics. And we are so proud with our participants, the Philippine Robotics team, na nanalo dito po sa activity po na ito last week. Congratulations. Yes.
Congratulations. All right. And we also would like to showcase what they have done and why they deserve to be winners. Please
Yes.
remember that there were 40 countries that participated and that they were finalists last week. They were only called as finalists. And then after that, they were interviewed by the board of judges online. And then we didn't know until the closing ceremony if they had an award or not. Kaya talagang napasigaw kami. Maski hindi ko alam, national organizer ako, we didn't know. And they will be receiving, of course, their physical trophy, their medals, and their certificates from the organizers, which is World Robot Olympiad Canada. All right, let's call in our first guests from Kandihan Municipal High School, the Roboholics. Yes, we have the Roboholics.
Team Rockets.
Team Rockets. Okay, can you please introduce? Oh, okay, let's bring them in. Okay, come on, take it away. Take it away.
Hello world and good morning. I'm Juno. I'm Trish. And I'm Heidi. And we are from the Philippines Robotics Team Rockets.
Wow, we are the Roboholics Team Rockets. Congratulations, mga bata,
Okay,
no?
can you please explain? Nag-stop sa introduction, but you're supposed to explain also what your project is all about.
Yes.
Can you explain what your project is all about, please?
Our project is all about helping the agricultural lands of the Philippines. So we designed a wind turbine. Our wind turbine is powered by wind and can pump water to the specific from a specific water source and help the farmers get more water to enable them to grow the rice crops and many other plants. Our water pump helps pump water from the lake and also store the water in the reservoir. Our reservoir is located at the side of the mountain in order for the water to be distributed equally to the farmers.
A biomass generator generates electricity for the community and for the farmers. And then the leftover crops that we use in order for the biomass generator to work will be given to the farmers for fertilizer.
Great.
Some
All right.
means hope action to solidify agricultura. Agri
Okay.
means land, farm or related to land. Cultura means culture and related to cultivating of the land. Even though we are using the modern technology of robotics, we still value the traditional and cultural way of living. Once again,
Yes. Once again, you are the Roboholics.
Steve Rockets.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay, now for us to understand more clearly, more to have more clarity, let's view your video and then after which we'll ask questions. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So as we can see, so that is the project of Roboholics Team Rockets from Adepted Bohol na nakakatulong sa ating agriculture. Na Ma'am Jen, Ma'am Maylin?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Pero they're
Yes.
designing a more sustainable, no? Kasi the first was using um, gas. No, pero
Mhm.
they designed the wind turbine to replace. Right.
The gas. Yes. So it's more
Yeah.
sustainable. And then they
Mm-mm.
using the haystacks.
Uh-huh.
All
Wow. So
right.
that's the project.
Okay,
Galing,
let's
galing.
give it congratulations. The third place.
Thank you.
Yes, the bronze. Okay, Miss Jen, we have any questions, Sir Wax? Ako, I have a question. Sige, ako na lang.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, it's a fact, no? Okay, Heidi, okay, Heidi, Trisha, and Juno. It's a fact that not not that many people already out there. Okay, we have aging farmers, and we know that a lot of people think that farming is not lucrative. Bale, they think that it's not going to earn. They're not going to earn any much money, and it's toiling the soil is not a good way for us. Now, what innovations aside from the wind turbine and as well as the water pump, right? The water pump that you have invented. What other innovations do you think is needed in farming? Okay, Juno, Trisha, and Heidi, what do you think? What do you think? What else can we add to improve the Basak Agricultura project?
We could add a multi-harvester in order to harvest the crops so that the farmers can work more easily and will have less burdens in their work.
All right. Okay, so multi-crop, ano yun?
Harvester po.
Harvester,
Harvester daw. Yan.
multi-harvester. All right. Very
Galing.
good. Okay. I hope so.
Ayan.
I hope that more of our countrymen will get into farming or agriculture.
Mm.
Okay. Miss Jen,
Lalo na
you're
ngayon.
plantita. Miss Jen is a plantita. So maybe she has some questions for you because we really want to encourage our youth to be for farmers and botanists nga di ba? And
Opo.
there are other related fields. Do you have any questions, Miss Jen, for our team?
Oo, ako kasi I was looking at the objective of the project was to get the source from one source and transfer, no? And they are focused on the energy. What if yung source mismo ng water ang madrain? So is there anything you wish there was na instead na kukunin lang natin kasi we're just transferring, sa ibang dam over ang water sa area na kinukuhanan nyo is madideplete kasi eventually yung water source, and ang objective ng project is to get that source from that source. So ano kaya ang maganda pang project para naman madagdagan yung inyong water source, kasi alam ko mahirap mag-transfer lalo na kapag mga burol-burol, no, Sir Wax? Mahirap mag-drain ng water from one source to another. Mataas kasi yung area.
What else? What other solutions? Okay, go ahead, Trisha.
So because our water basin is just rain fed, we can like program our wind turbine to drill or to find a specific water source so we can sustain water for the farmers and also encourage tree planting, which can also boost the water source of various environments.
Very good. Well answered, no? Galing, galing. Okay, Sir Wax, you have any
Hindi naman
questions?
tiil para balong, no?
Yeah, bale they have to do
Deep
parang deep,
well. Parang
drilling.
deep well drilling.
So other than rain as our source of water and the dams, probably we need also to dig, no, to drill. Yes. Okay, Sir Wax, you have any questions? None. Okay.
Nakamute ka, sir.
Is there a possibility na ang inyong project ay ma-present nyo with the Department of Agriculture?
Oh, yeah? Do you have any plans of actually? All right. I'll let the cat out of the bag. We have invited 2 days ago. I have met with the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, and we have a project which is to do a caravan, actually a series of webinars to encourage our youth to be farmers because there's a lot of innovation like what they have done ating team Rockets have done from DepEd Bohol, from Kandihay Municipal High School. There are a lot of innovations in agriculture that people don't know. So we will invite Kandihay Municipal High School to be part of that program to encourage youth. Yes, congratulations. Yes. So that will be next year pa. Don't worry, it will be next year. Okay,
You'll have time.
Yes, my last question is that what is the most difficult challenge that you have encountered in making this project? Juno. And since nagsalita si Heidi and Juno naman, can you share with us?
The most
Heidi.
difficult thing that we made in our project is having lesser time in preparing our environment and also building the prototypes like the robots and the wind turbines, the biomass.
It was a bit hard building those because we had like maybe 2 days left because the rest of the days we came up with planning hours and then 2 days only to build all of those.
That's right. Very good.
Galing.
Okay. Very good. Let's give a big hand to Kandihay Municipal High School from the Department of Education, Division of Bohol. And let's also see Coach Tata Celeres. Okay, come on screen so you can be acknowledged. The other way, maybe beside Juno. You can stand beside Juno. Oh, yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, for our viewing public, the very active, very, I would say, resilient. Kasi because the time that they were doing the competition, they were staying at her house. Most of the students were at her house. And she is in charge of the robotics program for the Department of Education, Division of Bohol. Can you share a few words, Coach Tata, for our viewers?
In behalf of DepEd Bohol and especially our district of Kandihay, I am saying thank you to all the support that we received, especially from our Congresswoman Alexi Tutor and our Mayor Christopher Tutor and our PSDS Doc Maura Busano and also our mother in the Division of Bohol, Hermenilda, Engineer Hermenilda Gracio, our SDS, of course, Dr. Bianito Dagatan, and all the people behind this successful event, the parents also.
Yes, of course, we need the parents' support. Yes. Okay, so thank you so much. And Coach Tata, we have Heidi, Trisha rather, and Juno. Okay, thank you so much. And let's
Congratulations
see
ulit.
now the video. Let's see the video of the actual submission at the World Robot Olympiad. And again, we will be inviting Kandihay Municipal High School to have a courtesy call with the Vice President, our Vice President, Lenny Robredo, when she is after all her relief operations in the typhoon affected area.
Before I forget, my principal, I'm sorry, Ma'am Ted Corsigat. Sobrang
Yeah, your principal, of course.
Yes.
Package talaga
Yes.
sila, full force.
Music and team warrior.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, so our principal of Kandihay Municipal High School, our superintendent, of course, and of our mayor and our congresswoman, Tutor. Thank you so much, and God bless, and have a good weekend, Kandihay Municipal High School. Thank you, congratulations once again. All right, let's now view their actual video submission to the World Robot Olympiad Canada. Okay.
We are from the Philippines Robotics Team Rockets. I'm Juno.
I'm Trisha. And I'm Heidi.
Our project name is BASAC, Bohol's Action to Solidify Agricultura. BASAC means farm in English.
Our first robotic solution is our wind turbines are just like any other wind turbines, but ours can also help pump water to a specific or chosen water source. The life of the farmers will not be complicated and become much easier for them to have the water in order to water their crops. This robotic solution does not affect the earth because we are using renewable energy sources in order for the machines to work, and it will not cause any global warming.
Our second robotic solution is the water pump. We put rubber plate on the bottom of the tank so that the water can lift it up. A sensor is also placed on the top of the reservoir, and it will sense when the rubber is too close. When it detects the plate, it will stop the water pump so that the water won't get out and flood the community.
We made a biomass generator because the wind turbines don't produce enough electricity for the water pump to program. This is how it works. The shredder, this one, will get sucked into a pipe which will be transported to the shredder, It'll shred it into tiny bits and it'll get transported by this one to the methane cylinder. It'll be converted into energy and it'll be distributed throughout the city by posts that lead to every house. The rotten leftovers here are gonna be given to the farmers for fertilizer for their crops. And then the methane electricity will be distributed throughout the city, and the cycle repeats all over again. Human life on the atmosphere will change because it doesn't use fossil fuels and it doesn't emit toxic gases. It will also change the way humans get electricity. BASAC is not all about the physical solution to our climate change, but also linking the old technology to the robotic solutions of the new generation.
Agri means field or related to land.
Cultura means related to culture and cultivating the land. Even though we are using the advanced technology of robotics, we still value the traditional or cultural way of living.
Okay, congratulations once again to our team from DepEd Bohol, Kandihay Municipal High School. But there's more. There's more. Our silver awardee for the open category junior high school at the World Robot Olympiad is from Dr. Yama's Colleges Incorporated, the DYCI Primes. All right, let's have them in. Okay, we have Nikki, Daniela, and Aaron. Okay, let's yes. Okay, introduce yourselves and then please present your project cycle. Go ahead.
Good day, everyone. We are the DYCI Primes. Hi, I'm Daniela. Hi, I am Nikki.
And I am Aaron.
And we are here to discuss our invention. According to a study of an environmentalist policy think tank, Philippines ranked third globally in the most affected and vulnerable country in climate change.
Adding up to that, given the problems with the WRO, we have come up with this solution, Project Cycle.
Or converting and yielding components of learning through the environment.
Project Cycle, our invention, can create ecologically and friendly pencils from rice husks, water lilies, and recycled trash papers.
In order for us to create these products, you would need to infuse the ingredients needed, such as the rice husks, water lilies, and trash papers into the machine. Then you would select whether you would create a pencil or paper. Then the machine would automatically execute the other processes. After these products have dried out completely, you can now use it effectively.
On the other hand, the machine is placed at the back of the bike, which has motors that converts kinetic energy to mechanical energy. It will then be stored in our battery so that it could power up our Wi-Fi modem so that the other people could have internet access. Truly, a sustainable cycle from a bicycle.
Once more,
we are the DYCI Primes.
Your climate change one from the Philippines,
providing contemporary and lasting global solutions.
Maraming salamat po.
Galing, okay.
Distance learning concerns of stable connectivity and school materials for the poor, with 1.5 billion learners affected all over the world.
And the persisting problem of Mother Earth, climate change, in particular the depletion of natural resources like trees, fossil fuels, and other treasures of nature.
Two problems, one solution. We call it
Project Cycle, converting and yielding components of learning through the environment.
Project Cycle will convert and recycle trash papers, water lilies that block the flow of river streams, and even the waste from the rice milling industries. The rice husk, or what we call ipa, will be used to invent ecologically friendly pencils, and the water lilies with trash paper will make paper.
And there's more. Instead of using fuel-powered vehicles and electricity, we convert power from our bike to supply energy for the internet connection of our community.
Project Cycle is comprised of 3 V3 controllers, 5 servo motors, 4 medium motors, 1 Lego linear motor, and 5 touch sensors.
Let us see how it works.
The ingredients needed are infused into the machine. After the materials are well blended, you would have to select whether you would create a pencil or paper. Then the machine would automatically execute the other processes. After the curing period, you can now use the product of your choice.
On the other hand, the machine is placed at the back of the bike, which has motors that connect kinetic energy to mechanical energy. It will then be stored to our battery so that it could power up the Wi-Fi modem so that the other people could have an internet access. Project Cycle is about recycling and cycling. 1. Recycling waste into school materials without depleting modern nature. And 2. Cycling to generate power for internet connectivity.
We are the DYCI
Primes,
your climate change squad from the Philippines,
providing contemporary and lasting global solutions.
Mabuhay Pilipinas!
All right, and
Yeah.
that's the reason why they're silver. Okay, and now let's ask them some questions. Okay, first of all, I'd like to say that I have received a lot of compliment, no, from the judges of the junior high school open category that you have given a I would say a very practical solution, and that you have given also a world-class video presentation as well. Of course, I'm sure that you have all been part of the elementary at one point, no? I think you've been part of. So, in other words, they are the varsity. They are the would say the varsity robotics team of Dr. Yanga's colleges. Okay, then let me ask a question because I know this was asked because I watched the open interviews of all the teams, no, including Kandihay Municipal High School. How do you explain the kinetic energy that is powering the mobile phones? Can you show us? Yes. How are you powering mobile phones through kinetic energy using the project cycle?
So we have a motor at the back of the bike that is connected to the of the bike. So it is the black box there. So when the
Okay.
bike is used by the person, the wheel turns, also the motor turns, produces kinetic energy, then would be transformed into mechanical energy, and that potential energy would then be stored in the battery that can be used to power up, like you said, the Wi-Fi modem and the smartphones.
Where do you store the kinetic energy? Do you have a capacitor?
Yes, we have the converter here at the back of the bike, and batteries as well, right here.
Okay, so for our viewers, please note that after the kinetic energy has been stored, it will be stored in converters, which is, they are pointing now where the converters are. Ayan. See? Okay. Isn't that? And then I know for a fact that one judge even asked if you want to produce this commercially. Can you say more about this? Share with us your experience with all the questions by the judges. Okay, Daniela. Or who else naman? Say,
Given a chance po, we would like to improve
And to produce more bikes as well, so that we could cover more remote areas in our country.
and we would also like to improve some parts of our project, and we would like to call our project carbon.
Yeah.
carbon free, very good. Yeah, because actually my comment was when you were asked about why pencils and paper, it was the byproduct of the bicycle, but the main product really is the bicycle, right? Because it's the one that produces the paper and the pencil. I wanted to answer that question for you, but yeah, because the theme, I know that you were asked why the pencil and the paper as the byproduct, but the theme is about climate change. So the real solution actually is the bicycle that is carbon free, as you said, and only producing. It is just a tool for producing. So the byproducts are the paper and the pencils. Yon. So the solution really is the bicycle. Yeah? That's right. Okay. Any questions from Miss Jen? Oo. So it's the bicycle that is our main solution. Yeah. The byproducts is the paper and the pencils. Right. Okay, Miss Jen, Mr. Wax, do you have any questions?
Amazing.
Kumuna, Sir Wak.
Oo. Sila namang
Actually,
Yeah.
pinapanood Medyo talagang nakakamangha yung kanilang project. No, very good sa sa mga bata ng DYCI Primes. Kasi talagang makakatulong 'yan sa atin, no, sa ating bansa kung mapoproduce talaga siya commercially, no. So sana no, we're looking forward.
Yes. So yeah, the next step will actually be to invite angel investors. Now we can possibly all the actually that's also part of my dream, which will happen soon, where we can now bridge the inventions and the investments from angel investors or joint venture capitalists so that we can commercialize the projects into something that will help the country. It's really for nation building. Where's your coach? See Coach Anne, no? Is she there with you? Coach Anne Raz? Can she be there? She's hiding behind the device.
Nasa likod.
Hi, Anne. Yes, congratulations. Right. Anne was a was part of the team. She's so young, eh? All right. Can you share with us your experience, Anne, and how that your journey is with the teams, especially that all your team members came from the elementary level and then they grew up and now are junior high school level. Can you share?
At first po, it was very difficult kasi po, I used to be a robotics team member who compete for the school and for the Philippines. And then later on, I am already a coach. So it's a really big change. But since I am a previous robotics team member, so I basically know how the team works, how we would compete, or what our strategies will be to be really get awards for the school and for the country. And yun po, medyo nakaka-stress kasi before, sila din po yung kasama kong team sa Costa Rica. So, LF po sila doon. And then ako po college. So, hindi ko po. Kaya minsan, ang tawag ko din po namin sa kanila LF. Pero yun po.
Parang,
nanalo din.
it's great. You know, because I'm so happy because I believe Dr. Yanga's Colleges is one of the few schools that where you have former team members of the robotics team that gives back, and Anne is one of them. King is another. I believe Abby and the other, and of course Adele. I believe a lot of and also Lemuel, no? Lemuel Francisco. They have which is also for our school administrators who are viewing us today. That let's have a culture of the team members giving back because you know, like Anne is now the big sister for Daniela, for AJ, and for Nikki, and basically they will outgrow her because that means physically they'll be taller than her. Yeah, but just the same, it's just really having this culture of really giving back, and I really congratulate Dr. Yanga's Colleges for always giving this example for all the school I would say school members of the Philippine Robotics Society. Right, okay, so Miss Jen, would you like to add anything else?
Ako, I'm looking forward na collab, collab yung mga industry partners and investors really, because that's going to be very helpful. And maganda, yun yung kasi maganda sa mobile devices, you can bring it anywhere. And lalo na ngayon na may mga calamities, things like those. So congratulations, and gusto ko makita siya pag commercialized na, no, Miss Mai?
Yes, and we'll bring it when we go to the courtesy call. And then Daniela will write down the office of the vice president, Robredo. Okay, so you'll write around her office and show her that it really works. And my last question is, water lilies. Are there a lot of water lilies in Bukawi River?
Yes.
I did. Oh, really? That's new because I never saw any water lilies in Bukawi River. So you're going to be helping the environment because it clogs the rivers, no? Nikki, you want to say anything? I know. I thought you were.
The water
Yes.
lilies are seen in the upstream of the rivers.
Ah, it's seen in the upstream, not near. Okay, all right. Okay, so again, I believe that you have really given another world-class performance for the Philippines. And don't worry, I am following up your physical trophy, your medals, and your certificates from World Robot Olympiad Canada. And please bring the bicycle when we do go to the office of the Vice President of the Philippines, Vice President Lenny Robredo. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, congratulations once again, our silver awardees for the World Robot Olympiad Junior High School level. Okay, all right, next. Let's bring in our next team. But before that, why don't we show their video of why they are the gold awardees and the number one in the World Robot Olympiad senior high school level. And also the Girl Power awardees, because as I mentioned in all my talks, that let's know, Miss Jen or Wax, let's advocate girls in STEM because they can do also very well in this field, in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And let's see their gold winner awardee projects, the Project Feat.
I stand to fight climate change. I stand to reuse and recycle plastics.
I stand for humanity that needs electricity and footwear.
Hence, we plan to fight climate change through plastic recycling and reuse
by inventing environment-friendly and energy-producing footwear.
We are the DYCI Novus. We invented the robotics project to address global problems of climate change, lack of electricity, and the very basic and simple yet global human needs of footwear. Through our invention, we provide a 3P solution. 1. Plastic recycling. 2. Power generation. And 3. Provision of footwear for the 300 million people around the world who find it difficult to buy shoes. Proudly from the Philippines, this is Project P. Footwear through environmentally empowering technology. Project Fit is made of Lego technique elements, rollers, a plastic shredder, and a mold on top of a melting device. All of this is powered by Lego Mindstorm's programming. Let us see how it works.
There are two types of plastics that can be used. First is type 1 and second is type 5. Press the touch sensor according to the type of plastic to be shredded. Then, the shredded plastics will now be melted and formed in the slipper mold. Lastly, once the plastic slipper hardened and cooled down, the machine will automatically eject the final product.
The footwear is made from recycled plastic with power-generating features through piezo discs. These piezo discs, as you walk, can accumulate energy that can be used for gadgets and our basic energy needs at our homes.
Thus, the more recycled plastic footwears we make, the more we reduce the unrecycled 91% of the 8.3 billion metric tons of plastics produced worldwide. The more recycled plastic footwears we make, the more energy we can produce, and the more footwears we can provide for the society's marginalized people all over the world. Indeed, Project Feet is a 3-in-1 global solution. This is Project Feet, addressing climate change through earth-friendly inventions. We are the DYCI Novus, vanguards of the world's most precious treasure, Mother Nature. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!
Wow, congratulations again, girls. I would say young ladies, hindi pala girls kasi they're really young ladies. So let's bring in our Dr. Yangas Colleges Incorporated DYCI Novus, Team Novus. Yes, all girls. So we have Abby, Denise, and Naya. Okay, please present. Go ahead.
Good day, everyone. We are the DYCI Novus. I am Naya, and I am the lead researcher of ours. I am Abby, and I am the lead builder of our team. I am Denise, and I am the main programmer. So, for this competition, the topic is climate change. And we thought, why don't we make footwears that are needed for the 300 million people around the world who cannot afford to buy them. And we also thought, why don't we use the plastic waste that are lying around to make these footwear? So this is Project Feed, and it solves three global problems, which are climate change, the lack of energy, and the lack of footwear. And we created the three solution to fight climate change, which are through plastic recycling, power generation, and the provision of footwear to those who are in need. These are all from Project Feed, which stands for Footwear for Environmentally Empowering Technology. Here's Naya to explain the process.
So Project Feed's process starts with these two touch sensors. You will choose between these two depending on the type of plastic that you will use. You can either use type 1 or type 5 plastic. And after that, you will place the plastic here in the shredder. And after the shredding process, the shredded plastics will automatically go here in the melting device. Then it will automatically melt the plastics, and then after the melting and cooling process, the slippers will automatically be ejected here. And then the integration of the piezo will start. So here's Abby to explain the piezo power.
So here is our sample output. The sole of the slipper will be integrated with piezo disc and power bank. The piezo disc will be used to generate electricity when people use the footwear. Then the electricity will be stored here in the power bank, so that people can use this slipper to charge their mobile phones, tablets, and other devices. So here's so this is our final product.
Wow.
It's charging now.
What size is that? The slippers. Can we borrow? Okay.
Created small sizes for presentation purposes.
Great. Anything else, Naya?
Once more,
we are the DYCI Novus, and this is Project Feed. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!
Right. Congratulations. And that's why they are gold winners, gold awardees, placed for senior high school. Okay, Miss Jen, Sir Wax, you have any questions?
Yun nga yung question ko eh. Yung kanina tayo. What is the size of the slipper? Sabi ko kasi is it interchangeable yung mold? Like you can change the sizes, or you just made one mold for now?
So for now, since we have limited time and limited sources, we can only produce one size of this footwear. But if we will be given a chance, if we are interested, we would like to do that in the things that we want to do.
That's right. Okay, because let's remember that we're still in the midst of a COVID pandemic, and we're really so happy that you ladies have taken up the challenge of forming the team for Dr. Yanga's colleges, because for a while we were thinking that you will not participate, but now you have participated. Here we are today with your silver and your gold award. And you have really given glory to our country. And with your invention, I also viewed the open category judges interview for your team. And one of the questions I remember from Romania, was it Romania? Yes, from Julie, my friend from Romania. She said something about, I think about more of the, Abby, can you explain further about how the piezo discs work? I know that was one of the questions of the judges. Okay, please go ahead.
So for the piezo disc, since we provided a small size of footwear, we can only put 4 piezo discs, wherein this piezo disc can only accumulate or generate about 0.03 ampere of electricity. So once you step here, since the piezo discs are placed here, it will automatically accumulate or generate electricity wherein the piezo disc is connected to a power bank. There will be a battery here so that the generated electricity will be stored in a battery inside the power bank so that people can use this even since they can remove here the power bank. So because the electricity is already stored there, so they can remove it so that they can use the power bank anywhere.
And are the piezo discs expensive?
Not
Not really.
yes.
Because like if we get an angel investor, maybe we can have it mass produced, and then we can even help in the recovery of the Marikina shoe industry, no? So this is
Yep.
something that can be done on a large scale basis. And what was your inspiration for making these footwear? Is it for fashion? For I know the theme is climate change. But what was your inspiration? How did you come about with footwear?
So upon researching, aside from the research we found about plastics, we also found out that 300 million people around the world still don't have access to proper footwear, which leads them to have diseases and such. So we thought that why not produce slippers from the plastic waste so instead of the plastic wastes being plugged in the oceans or in landfills, why not just turn it into slippers so that we could help climate change and also help the people who cannot afford to buy shoes.
Fantastic. Sir Wax, Miss Jen, any other comments or questions?
Yeah,
Curious lang,
why did there's ako muna. Ako
ikaw
muna
na.
pare. Baka kalimutan ko kasi tanong ko. Okay, so there's like 7 types of plastic, and why did you choose to use type 1? Was it type 1 and type 5?
Yes. So we use type 1 and type 5
Bottle.
because they are the most suitable for the reuse for melting because other plastics release too much toxic substances when they are melted or heated. And some are not very durable. So type 1 and type 5 were the most suitable for repurposing.
Yan.
All right.
Ay
Sir
ko na
Wax.
pre.
Go ahead, Sir Wax.
I was just curious about the sleeper kasi you mentioned kanina that you can use it wherever you go. No, wherever you go. How about biglang umulan? Is it waterproof or may plano kayo na gawing waterproof yan in the future?
The sole of the slippers is waterproof since it's made of plastics from the plastic in product. But in the future, if we will be given a chance to improve, of course we would want to make it more waterproof since there's also a power back here, a hole here. We want for example, put a cover or such.
Bibili ako niyan para makatipid.
Basta ka kay Wax yan. Okay. So, pwede. There's a flap that they mold then no to cover the backside. So yeah,
Piezo
so
discs, yes.
I just have one more question, no? So I know when isip ko kasi tuloy kung paano ba ako maglakad kasi the piezo disc is on the front of the sole. And I feel like my weight because there's people na patingkayad maglakad so yung weight nila nandun. There's flat-footed people na yung weight nila nandito.
The middle.
So maybe there's another that's another variety of the design na pwede niyong pagpilian. So people get to choose not just the size but how they walk based on structure then. So maybe 'yon. Maganda din 'yun madagdag doon sa project.
Pag ikaw ang gagamit, full charge agad. Isang araw full
ko nga, full charge agad. Pag sabi ko, problema natin ngayon kasi pandemic, parang nag-moldy na yung puwet ko doon sa upuan. So maybe susunod sa sole, yung naman, yung seating pad na no. Sabi ko, ang dami namang project. So yan, madami pa. Baka kailangan nyo na malaking molde, sabi nga ni Sir Wax, yung malaki. Opo.
Yes. So I have another question. I have another question. What is the greatest challenge you encountered in preparing for this World Robot Olympiad Canada?
So since we all know that we are facing a global pandemic, it is one of our greatest challenge because um, I'm living in Bigimca, Bulacan, and Naya is from Bukawe, but it's also far away. So one of the greatest challenge is the coming transportation here,
Mhm.
but the
That's good, yeah.
always always secure that we are safe. So they have a service for all of us.
And also, unlike the previous competitions that we have joined, we had limited time to prepare for this, so we were quite pressured, and so we had to exert effort more efficiently so that we can finish the project on time. And it is pretty.
Yes. Okay. And also for the information of Wax and Miss Jen, Naya, Denise, and Abby are also would say varsity robotics team members. No, I know in certain capacity. I know like in junior high school, I believe. And who's the youngest? Who was in elementary? None of you, no. So all started in junior high school, and now they're in senior high school. And I am really so happy that you have decided to be an all girls team because, as I said, that we really have to advocate more girls in STEM. No, and the projects that are giving to us is really world class. And I again received a lot of positive comments from the other judges, not just the judges, but even your co-participants from the other countries. They said, wow, the Philippines has really set the bar so high as according to the other countries that they said that they are trying to aspire to be like the Filipinos, who's good in research, they're good in the presentations and as well as very articulate in explaining their projects. And I know that Coach Beryl is with you. Can you call him to share his views as well? Coach Beryl, yeah. Yeah, one of our, I would say, champion. He is the breeder of champions. Yeah, breeder of champions in robotics. Okay, Sir Beryl, can you share with us your journey, especially with our all girls team in the World Robot Olympiad Canada? Sir Beryl.
Medyo mahirap po. Siguro, because of the time constraint po tayo, and then with the pandemic that we're facing, so we have to secure all the first yung safety ng mga bata.
Mhm.
So that's
And what's your experience? Yes, what is your experience this year, knowing that we are going to be fully in virtual mode and that the interviews will be online? And as you have mentioned that, also for the viewers, please remember that Bocaue was affected also by the floodings of the recent typhoon Ulysses. So we have to consider that they have probably swam to school to to do their projects and also to do the interviews. So Sir Beryl, can you also mention anything else about like the girls and about, of course, your president, the president of Dr. Yangas College is so super super supportive of a robotics program.
Yes po, we're very thankful to Sir Michael, no? Sa coach, talaga yung, let's say, the heart and the brain of our team. Hindi tumitigil to support the team.
Mhm.
These girls have been working for maybe 3 years na.
Yes.
At WR also. I can see that they're still working hard, even though na lagi na sila nag-pass competition. We do this competition every year or every time seriously, and we think parang bago lagi. That's why we're giving all the best. Always.
Always. Yes, and also for our viewers, Miss Jen and Sir Wax also, let's remember that the I would say in the 20 something years that I have been organizing the Philippine Robotics Olympiad and sending teams to the World Robot Olympiad international events, that it's important, like as you can see, Sir Beryl has been a coach and robotics head for 18 years, no? 18 years for Dr. Yang's colleges, that we have to maintain a sense of humility because regardless of the number of trophies, if you go to Dr. Yanga's colleges, hindi na kasha sa isang escaparate. I think it's all spread throughout the school. Their trophies are all over the schools and their tarps is that but they never sat on their laurels. You know what I'm saying? That they never said, okay, this is enough and we were happy. And they what they did is they keep raising the bar higher so other countries cannot follow. We know the second place, for example, you know them, di ba, Beryl, yung Greece, no? The team from Greece is also the best in Europe, one of the best in Europe. And they've been trying to follow what Dr. Yanga's colleges has been doing for the past, what, I think 5-6 years, I believe. But no one has really ever excel the way we do. So I really pray and I really hope that Dr. Yanga's colleges will continue to innovate and to raise the bar very, very high so that we will continue to be, I would say, the apple of the eye. You know, when I have other judges, when we have these virtual meetings, and they will always say, "Oh, the Philippines, you know, they're always so innovative. They're always the greatest team, and they're always the most fun to watch." So I congratulate Kandihay Municipal High School, Dr. Yanga's colleges, the DYCI Primes, and the DYCI Novos for always bringing joy. You know, especially during the COVID pandemic, it's so difficult to relate, no? But with your performance, they always say, "Oh, we really enjoyed." And I saw that when we chat, they say, "Oh, it's amazing." They always say, "Oh, always the favorite teams." Okay, so thank you so much again for always bringing the the joy and the excellence, no, the culture of excellence in the World Robot Olympiad Canada. And let's bring your project to Vice President Lenny Robredo. All right, let's show her an actual demonstration. Because we made a chinelas, no? Sir Beryl?
Yes.
We made a chinelas because, can you explain more? Sige, ikaw may explain. Please explain more to our viewers why chinelas. And I know the reason why you did chinelas. Please, Sir Beryl?
Because one of the options po namin is
Yeah.
transportation. So, because that's one of the things that we have to secure. So, why don't we make a locally made na chinelas din po na para maiwasan tayo natin yung sa transportation. And then we try to think of kung gagawa kami chinelas, what kind or what are the materials na pwede namin
Yes.
also to have the climate change na rin. So, yun po, we came up na gumawa, nakita namin that plastics are everywhere. Plastics are major contributor to climate change. So why don't we use them to make chinelas po?
That's great. Okay, that's great. And thank you once again, young ladies, Abby, Denise, Naya, and of course, Coach Beryl, the breeder of champions, as we call him. Talagang, yes. And you have, again, as I said, given glory to our country, the Philippines. So let's wait for your physical trophies. Don't worry, I will be contacting again because I already followed up 3 times World Robot Olympiad Canada for your physical trophies, your medals, and your certificates. Okay, Miss Jen, Sir Wax, so that we can proceed.
Again, congratulations to DYCI Primes and Novels. Okay? Ma'am
Keep
Jen.
up the good work. Keep up the good work, Miss Jen.
Yes. Yan, sana mas marami pang girls na na ma-influence nila. So, I don't know, I might talk to Audrey Pe for the WeTech, no, Mamay. So, it's a
Yes.
good that they can present also, so we can encourage more girls to join.
Yes, yes, yeah. Because the WeTech is composed of about 1,600 college students who are into the STEM program or IT or computer engineering or related area. So we can encourage more of the girls like you to to pursue a career or a course in STEM. Okay, so with that, we'll say thank you and congratulations to Dr. Yangas Colleges, DYCI Novus, Coach Beryl, Naya, Denise, and Abby. Again, congratulations, you have won a gold. And let's also wait, by the way, for our viewers that the Department of Science and Technology, as well as the Department of Education, will be releasing media support in the next few days. So let's wait for that and let's continue to bring in positive news for the Philippines. Okay, congratulations. Okay. Let's move on, Miss Jen. It's all yours now. Let's move on to our next part of our webinar, which is about the Spike Prime and CoderZ.
Okay, so for those who don't have their kits yet, we have the solution. You can already try how to set up a free account on your CoderZ. So you can try the programs and platforms na naandun po. So Sir Wax and I will be demonstrating how to create a free account. And one is for the teacher account and the other one is for a student account. Diba, Sir Wax?
Yes. So we will assist them how to use the CoderZ, and how they will program and how to simulate the robot. Okay.
Okay, come on. I will share my screen.
So I will be your for today.
Yeah, share muna, Sir Wax, the yung video natin. Video, Sir Wax.
Welcome to CoderZ Adventure. Welcome to CoderZ Education Spike Prime. Lego Education Spike Prime. This short introductory video registration process, overall course experience, key features, and learning advantages. The course is an online gamified Spike Prime robot. It can serve as a powerful self-paced learning in an environment monitored by the teacher. No other learning strategy. Welcome to CoderZ Adventure with Lego Education Spike Prime. This short introductory video will cover the registration process, overall course experience, key features, and learning advantages. The course is an online gamified simulator of the Spike Prime robot. It can serve as a powerful platform for self-paced learning in an environment monitored by the teacher. No other learning strategy engages students quite like gamification, and this extra engagement can be exploited by teachers to further the learning, such as with small group tasks, guided inquiries, hypotheticals, and review of difficult topics. Access the landing page from the link that you were provided with, and then click here to begin registration. Both teachers and students can register. Fill in the information and sign up. Once you gain access to the course, you will see the learning center. The course is divided into packs. CoderZ simplifies STEM learning by breaking down each course into digestible packs, allowing students to focus on specific topics. Each pack is made up of missions. Click a mission to access it. The mission screen is made up of two main areas: the code editing area on the left, and the simulation pane with Spike Prime on the right. The goal of each mission is to program the robot to drive to the target. To get students started, most missions come complete with an introductory tour. Students program the robot by dragging blocks from the menu. Run the program and watch the simulated robot perform the instructions given to it. You can see that students are given instant feedback whether or not they complete the mission, filling their instinctive requirement for answers. Let's take a look at some additional features of the platform. teachers are well provided for and have access to all mission solutions. The useful Help widget connects directly to the CoderZ knowledge base, and it is accessible from every mission. Returning to the main menu, you can view additional teacher resources, including class reports and a teacher's guide. This heat map shows which students have performed the mission and at what level of completion. In addition to providing a strong base for instructional aid, the teacher's guide helps promote blended and hybrid STEM learning with additional suggested assignments, methods of assessment, and discussion topics. The projects area allows teachers to create additional assignments based on what students have already learned in the missions. It is here especially where teachers are encouraged to expand upon student learning and promote 21st century soft skills by asking guiding questions such as, what if, why in your opinion, or give 3 reasons in favor of, and so on. Finally, the profile settings allow you to change elements of your profile, such as your account information, password, and display and block language. The course is available in English, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. Take some time to explore this unique CoderZ course. And thanks for watching!
Okay, so that is CoderZ. So if you don't have available Spike Prime kit, we can use CoderZ for the simulation of your program. Tama,
Correct.
Ma'am Jen?
Yes. So we will see one video where it's all about the curriculum, no? So what is going to be in that curriculum? Let me share it.
Welcome to CoderZ. After logging in, the first thing that you will see is the Learning Center. It's in the Learning Center you can find your available courses. These are known as course cards. You can click a card to access your desired course. Note that each course card has a link to a teacher's guide. More on these guides later. Let's take a look at a course now. CoderZ simplifies STEM learning by breaking down each course into digestible packs, allowing students to focus on specific topics. You can see how many activities there are in each pack here, while this progress bar indicates the percentage of the pack that has been completed. Each pack is made up of activities. Activities include missions or integrated lesson plans. Students progress through the missions at their own pace, allowing them to be more engaged in their learning experience. These icons show if an item has been completed. Want to navigate between courses? The breadcrumbs and drop-down menu at the top let you move to other packs and courses. Curious about the different CoderZ courses? Let's explore them now. The new lightweight CoderZ adventure with LEGO Education Spike Prime empowers teachers to teach their students the basics of coding, robotics, and math. The dynamic LEGO Spike robot is featured in this course. No prior knowledge is needed. The Cyber Robotics 101 course with the LEGO EV3 robot teaches the basics of robotics and coding. It includes 15 packs with over 70 activities, covering multiple topics such as navigation, loops, obstacle avoidance, color detection, object manipulation, and more. Cyber Robotics 102 continues where 101 left off. The course features Ruby, a smart and versatile mobile robot, and includes gamified missions in a realistic physical environment that includes ramps, bridges, and enhanced physics such as gravity, acceleration, and deceleration that affect the robot's performance. Students learn mechanics, physics, navigation, control, and sensors, while being introduced to programming concepts such as variables, conditional logic, loops, and more. Python Gym is the course that teaches Python text-based coding within the CoderZ online robotics environment. Practice your Python coding skills on a simulated robot in a physically accurate setting, while exploring concepts in computer science, engineering, physics, and mathematics. Going to be teaching a course soon? Take some time to explore the course's teacher's guide and get a more in-depth view of the curriculum. We hope to see you soon in one or all of these courses.
Seeing CoderZ. But before that, how do teachers get this software, no? So merong free account that they can create, but unfortunately, may mga nakalock na features dyan. So how do you get that CoderZ? Just type in CoderZ. Let me make my screen bigger. Just type in CoderZ, and then you get to choose the first one. It says go coderz.com. CoderZ homepage. Click it, and it's going to take you to the homepage of CoderZ. And then on the upper right hand corner, you are going to see learn, and these are the curriculums that were mentioned in the video. We have CoderZ Adventure, Cyber Robotics 101, Cyber Robotics 102, and Python Gym. If you want to get to know more about how the learn tab works, so if this is the learn tab, okay, you can start a free trial. So what you do is click that, and then it's going to ask you for specific details, and then you can sign up. You can also look at let me go back here. You can also look for the CoderZ for teachers, and this is what I am going to show you. This is the STEM in your classroom, and there are readings you can find. There's a curriculum, there's class management, there's professional development, and coding competition. So there are competitions online. You can sign up for free trial. So also one. There's also one for administrators, and if you are one of the administrators who are watching us today, you can employ this in your system. So there are a lot of options to choose from. Um, and then there are testimonials you can watch, where you can see the information, all of the information about CoderZ. On the If you're already using it and you just want to add more, there's a competition tab if you want to compete. And there's an ongoing competition, and you can sign up, register, and join the league. There's CoderZ League Junior, and CoderZ League Pro. So if you're interested on those. But before that, if you're a newbie and you don't have the kits yet, this is one thing to start off with. You can click on the log in, and once you click on, so it's right here, click on login. And since I already have an account, I already used my free trial. If you have the account already, you can ask to join a class, and then the teacher will have to give a class code. And if you are new, you can sign in with Google. So if you sign in with Google, you get to pick your role. So for me, I would choose to be a teacher, and click on I agree, and then create an account. So what you can do is, whoops, hold on. Let me, wait, balik tayo dito.
Mag-login ako as a student.
Oo, pwede. Ay, hindi, mamaya, para makita nila. Okay, so when you get to sign in with Google, for example, you're from DepEd, I would use my DepEd account. Okay, let me see. Medyo mabagal lang po. Sandali lang. Yan. And then you get to choose if you're a teacher, and you click here. And then you are going to, okay, so this, oh wait, meron na pala yung account ko. So if you already have that, this is the free account, and you already signed up yung ating traditional accounts. There are tabs. You have the learning center, your classes, the projects, the scoreboard, and the knowledge base. So dun tayo sa learning center. Okay, so sa Learning Center, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Ito yung video natin kanina. For the sample teacher's guide, if you want to see it, you can click that. And then it's going to give you a PDF teacher's guide where like it features CoderZ Adventure with Lego Spike Prime. Yung sabi natin, if you don't have the Spike Prime yet, this is one of the ways you can get started with. It includes 7 lessons. So we have the course description, of course, the outline, and then we have session plans, the Adventure Peak, the Frozen Island, the Lost City, Crystal Crater, Candy Town, Sketch It, and the Milky Way. So, ang laman po niyan ay nandito. It's 10 hours of curriculum activity. So, we can assign at least one per week kung gusto nyo i-apply lang sa inyong mga lessons. And it's lesson 1 is on basic navigation, driving and turning, and turn blocks. Lesson 2 is on natin, basic arithmetic, that's math. Okay, and then lesson 3 is for weight, block, and repeat loops, and it's also used to measure distances. Lesson 4 is basic geometry, angles and parallel lines, and practice repeat loops. Lesson 5 is more on geometry. It's the radius of a circle. So, ganun din. So, we have different shapes. And lesson 6 is sketching. And lesson 7 is explore mode. So, dito mas magiging creative. So, nandito, wala na po kayong poproblemahin. Nandito na lahat ng kailangan ninyo. It's also packed with all the materials you will need. So, what you can go here, for example, sana ba yun? Wala. Okay. I-click lang po natin yan, and then it's going to be seen here. So, I encourage those teachers who are going to use this, you can click and practice first. So, when you have students who are actually going to use this, you can guide them. So, this is something that you don't need to like spend 24 hours on medyo mabagal. Waiting for your students to complete because they can do it on their own. What is good with the coding using Spike Prime here is you can actually see the progress ng ating mga students. So, yan po. Patience is a virtue. So, we have the interface. We have your account here. It's very user friendly, so it's showing you tips and tricks, and you just go next, and it's guiding the students. So as a teacher, you don't necessarily need to discuss more. Of course, if you want it to be incorporated in your lessons, you can start with the lesson or the topic in your curriculum that fits the simulation here, and then let the students play after. So next, it's telling the students how to use it. Okay. And medyo mabagal po. Okay. Yan, ganyan lang. Ida-drag lang po doon sa ibabaw. So user-friendly na yan. And then we can run the code. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay, run it. And it's going to simulate na. Okay, so it's going to prompt the user, and it's going to just tell them they can try again. Say I wanted to try again. Okay, and then I can run. The objective again is to bring the robot to the target, and then just play. And then it's going to simulate. Okay, and then I can click the next. The next is to turn right. So when they finish the whole thing, let me go back to the yan. So you can see that, okay, wait lang. Dami lang. Pag bago pong open, madami pong tinatanong. So, If you click on ulit dito, balik tayo. You can see that there is the progress report already. There's one that's 100%. And then if you want the students to show this na wala ka pang pag wala ka pang kapag wala ka pang account as a teacher and then na-use up mo na kasi maraming magtatanong, you can ask the student to screenshot so they can report to you their progress. Kasi you can make classes right here. Okay, so how are you going to create a class? First is you click on my classes. You don't have any classes yet kasi bago lang po ito. Create your first class, and then this is a free trial group. For example, I want to do this, let's say BSIT 3-1. And then this is app development and emerging tech fast. So you can do that. And then next. And then it's going to ask you which ones you want. For example, I want to for them to try this first. And then just click all packs. And next. Okay, so you have the option to either copy the link. If I copy the link and send it to your group chat or to post it into your Google Classroom, or you can type in your student's Gmail or email. For example, I will wait. I will type a Gmail, an email address. Ganyan lang po. And then click done. And it's going to send an email to the student. They will just have to confirm. So once that they have accepted, then you will have the list here. So if you go back to your classes, you can add another class. For example, meron ka namang isa pang class, and then ganun ulit. Kunyari lang, edit na lang mamaya. And then next. Yan, ganun ulit. And then next. Okay, and then done. For example, I just copied it. Okay, so mangyayari, makikita mo sa mga classes mo, nakalist na yung classes mo dito. Ay, mali pala ako. Wait lang. Dapat pala 3-2. So, edit na lang class settings.
Invite mo nga ako, ma'am.
Okay. Yun nga wait lang. Kasi
ito, nasa private chat yung email.
Okay, wait lang. Tingnan natin copyahin natin yung kay Sir Wax. Okay, so punta tayo sa aking class. Dun kita muna ilalagay sa 3-1 ko. Okay. So ito yung code na lalabas. So kanina 'di ba po meron tayong nakalagay sa sign up, join class. So we can already give this to the student or to post it to your group chat or Google Classroom para they can try. Try mo nga Sir Wax kung mapupunta sa'yo. So while Sir Wax is trying, we can look at the project. So meron din ditong projects where you can start a new project and then give it a name. Let's say CoderZ trial 1 and then next. Okay, yun nga lang, ang options natin dito wala pa yung Spike Prime because we don't have the premium version, but we do have EV3 and the Ruby. So for example, you already have EV3, you can click on EV3 and then click next. And then you get the option to choose if you have elementary all the way to junior high school who are into block coding, you can do that. If you have a university level, you can choose to do Java code. So for example, I use blocks and then I do that. And then choose the scenery where you want it to be done. Okay, so click on nyo po dyan. And then begin coding. So what is going to happen is it's going to have mga mabagal lang po yung aking internet ng konti. Sir
Naka-join
Wax,
na
let
ako.
me know okay. Ayan. So, yun po, patience is a virtue as so they say. Alam na ni CoderZ na mabagal ang ating mga connectivity sa dami ng gumagamit. So, ayan na po yung mga options. Okay, so on your panel, you do have motors, you have sensors, you have control flow, and then you have variables, data, and utilities, and smart blocks. So, yung smart blocks natin beta pa lang. So, pwede po tayong mag-set dyan. It's the same manner as you are doing coding. Ito nga lang is merong mga options. So if you're familiar with the EV3 features, you can select from their sensors. Ano yung mga sensors niya dito ay color sensor, touch, gyro, and then may buttons. So, yeah. Same thing. You can free code. Yan. For example, you want to drive, then ipe-play mo lang, and then the simulation will make it go forward. So if you have and then stop the simulation. So kung meron kayong mga naiisip na freelance projects, then you can try them here kahit wala ka pang account or wala ka pang robot. You can go to CoderZ again. If you look at my classes, saan ba nagpunta si Wax? Wala pa, sir. Wala ka pa sa class ko. Nag-join ka ba, Sir Wax? Tingnan natin. Baka delay lang yung akin.
Join na ako. 99%. Ayan. I'm doing
99
na the...
Ayan pala. Ayan, okay. So, nag-join na po si Sir Wax. So, Sir Wax, pwede mong i-show kung paano ka nagpunta dyan? Okay, what did you do? I will stop sharing so you can share your screen, okay?
One.
Okay, Sir Wax, patingin kung paano ka steps natin. Apo.
Okay,
Mula ka
so
sa pag-log out. Okay. Nag-log out ka ba or nag-log in ka?
The first step that we have to do is, of course, you have to go to your email. So I received an email invitation from Jenny Lou, has invited you to join CoderZ. Nakikita niyo ba? Di pa, no? And then, you have to click. Ito na yun, share screen.
Nawala.
So
paulit
there.
yung paulit yung email.
So I received an invitation, no? So I opened my email. So I have an invitation from Jenny Lou, invited me to join to CoderZ, and I click this link, activate by activating the account, and you will be asked. So ibang screen na. Dapat pala ang gamitin ko ay enter screen. Enter.
Kasi mag-add ako ng bagong Gmail.
So pag open ko, no, na-activate ko na siya. So pupunta siya sa ibang link. Kita nyo ba?
Hindi. Diyan na siguro dumiretso na kasi siya dyan.
Diretso. And then, papasok ka doon sa create your account. So, tingnan ko. Saan na ba yun? Here. So, yan. Create your account. So, ito na ba yun?
Oo, yan. Tama.
Yun yan. So, oops. Wait. Swan. Yan. So, student,
correct.
And yung code.
Yun yung code na sinabi ko kanina, if you were listening, merong i-generate na code. So that's the code that you will give to your students so they can join. So you have multiple options. You either give them the link, give them the code, or enter their email addresses so it's going to their mail inboxes. Okay. So once you're signed up, saan sila pupunta, Sir Wax?
So pag nag-sign up na, didiretso na siya dito. Papasok na siya dito. Okay? So, balik ko lang. So, papasok siya dito. Ito na yung lalabas na interface. Then, you can start another project.
Okay, wait lang, Sir Wax. So if you're going to notice on the difference between my account, which is the teacher account, and Sir Wax, which is the student's account, is that on the tabs, wala siya yung my classes because he is already enrolled in my class, in Israel's class. So what he can only see is the learning center, the projects, the scoreboard, and the knowledge base. So ayan, yun lang po yung makikita nyo if you are a student. So these tabs can be shared with you, pero sa akin, mamaya ipapakita ko ulit yung itsura kapag tinignan ko naman yung nagawa na ni Sir Wax. So Sir Wax is going to demonstrate how the student is going to navigate through the interface. Sir Wax, we can do a few. Sige
Okay,
daw.
so from this interface, no, sa CoderZ, yung learning center, okay, the first activity will be just drive. Yung ginawa mo kanina, Ma'am Jen. So when I click it, papasok siya ngayon sa mismong simulation. Okay, so as you can see, so ang objective is to drive forward. So I have to place this, okay, to program start. Okay, and then run simulation. And then it will run forward. Going to the target. Okay, so that is the completion of my first activity. Okay?
Sir Wax,
So,
can you show what will happen if you don't follow? Ay, hindi pa pala pwede. Doon pa pala sa susunod, ha, mamaya.
ano pa lang yun eh.
Oo, makahulog bangin. Mamaya makahulog bangin.
So, this is more on trial, no? Meron na pong ano dito. So, objective ko is to go to the target. So, I have to turn right, then drive forward. So, kung mali ang gagawin ko, yung sinabi ko kanina, no, malalaglag ako sa bangin. So, for
Uuna
example,
muna yung drive. Mauna yung forward.
Drive forward and then turn right. And then when I run the simulation, of course, because I did not follow the instruction, no, which is it should be turn right and drive forward. So kung mali, no, kung mali ang ginawa ko drive forward then turn right. So what will happen when I run the simulation? Okay, so what will happen? Nag-post siya, Ma'am Jen.
Reset mo muna.
Okay, so I have to reset simulation.
Yan.
So malalaglag siya, no? Pero may harang siya, Ma'am, eh. So hindi siya malalaglag, no? May harang.
Oo nga. Mamaya na lang.
Pero yung objective is to turn right and drive. Okay, so when I run the simulation,
reset mo muna.
Reset. So when I run the simulation, pupunta na siya sa target niya. Okay. You see, nag-turn right siya, then drive forward. So that is my second activity. Okay, so I completed that. So yun ang mangyayari, no? Every activity, for every completion, there is a score. A score, no? Perfect score, 100.
Try muna natin isa pa.
Okay, one more. So in this mission, we have to drive specific distance, otherwise we might fall on the cliff. So ito na siguro yung pwede kong maliin. Okay, so ang objective ko is for me to drive forward, turn right, turn left, and then drive. Tama ba? So yung objective is drive forward, turn left, tama? Drive, then left, then drive.
And forward. Okay. So normally what we can do here is if you already taught the students the concept of flow charting, no? This is also another way. Ayan. So, ang
Kailangan
ginawa ni Sir
nalaglag ka.
Wax ay nag-dive hanggang sa nahulog na siya sa bangin. Reset
Yeah.
simulation ka, pre.
Okay.
So, it's okay because there's no braking robot kasi it's purely simulation. Now, you can detect the distance muna, gaano kalayo kasi 3. Pag 3 pala is labi. So, ilan lang dapat? I-try natin, try to, Sir Wax, palitan yung distance.
So the
So, this is
distance,
one, baligtad. Sige, ganyan yung gagawin ng student, trial and error, trial and error.
then, nalaglag pa rin. Oh,
Okay, so yung basic troubleshooting can be taught here. So, ano ba dapat? So, this is going to be a lesson on locking. So, dapat mauna yung drive forward with a specific distance. Otherwise, so yung 3 natin kanina is labis. Gawin natin, palitan natin ng ilan, ba? Or 2 or 1. Sige, try
ito
natin
muna.
2.
Okay,
So,
2.
ulit,
2, then left,
then left,
then drive forward.
and then forward.
See.
So, yan. Continuous kasi yung forward na.
Okay. Okay, malalaglag pa rin. So, kailangan 3.
Okay, so, paano kaya dapat? Yun yung mga tansya. 2.5 kaya, pre. Testingin natin.
2.5. Let's see for 2.5. Okay, then start. Run. Yon. Yon. So, so the correct distance is 2.5. Okay.
Ayan.
So,
So, yun yung successfully completed. And how was it? So, minsan yung mga emoji, this is also good kasi may mga emotional, psychological prompts, no? Ayan.
robot.
So, parang yung mga batang nagta-try ng simulation, hindi rin sila napapraning, no? Parang wala naman akong teacher. So, at least may mga checking for understanding dyan sa CoderZ. So, therefore, if you want to try, baka Sir Wax, tingnan mo nga kung anong meron dun sa CoderZ icon.
CoderZ. Here?
Oo. So, wait lang. Ako muna ulit kaya mag-share screen. So, 'di ba si Sir Wax yung student ko lang. Nilo-load ko lang tong aking share screen ulit ako. Wait. Share. Okay. So, nandito ako. So, kanina, yung nakita na kay Sir Wax, ang score niya dito is 100. So, if you want to use this as part of your formative assessment, pwede. Or if you want it to be one of your other forms of assessment, pwede din naman. The good thing is I can see and trace his progress. So, therefore, he has completed 1, 2, 3. So, dito pa lang makikita ko na ang score niya. So, ang very detailed to, Sir Wax. Pag kita mo ba or maliit?
Yes,
Ayan.
kita.
So, kita ko agad yung si Wax. Nakita ko na ang time spent niya is 4 minutes and 17 seconds and he tried it in 1 attempt. And then I clicked here. Sir Wax, may 4 attempts ka pa ulit only. So, therefore, I know if my student is struggling. And I know if my student is a fast learner dito. Okay? So, ayan. Yan yung 2 minutes. And then, ayan. Yan yung mga, niya. And dito, skip ka. Wala pa. So, ibig sabihin, I know na hindi pa rin siya nagpa-progress. So, pagdating sa classes ko, yun pa rin, wala pa naman akong ini-invite. Okay, so therefore, yung isang class ko, wala pa ding student. So, if they have not accepted and they have not tried, wala po tayong makikita ditong mga classes. And again, I can go here and I can choose po dun sa mga nagpa-Python. Pwede din to. Kasi mga university, just to do basics, there's 4 here. Ganun din dito. Ganun din. And then I can create classes here also. So, your choice. This is very user-friendly. And if we go back to Sir Wax, we can see what else is there in the student side. Tingin ulit sa atin, Sir Wax.
Okay, so what I have
Zoom in
here,
mo nga konti. Zoom in mo konti. Maliit. Bulag ako. Ayan. Okay.
okay.
Scroll down.
Anong meron?
Tingnan niyo po yung kanyang 100% full charge na yung kay Sir Wax na balik ka sir sa classes mo. Scroll mo konti, hindi nila kita yung 100%. Down konti. Yan. So, yan. Nakikita dyan yung mga natapos na ni Sir. And then it's user-friendly again because you can just click next activity and it's already going to take the student to the next lesson. Okay. So, sa scoreboard ba, ano bang meron? Mamaya, tingnan natin.
I think I have to finish all the tasks.
Oo.
Okay,
Pahirap
so
ng
ano,
habang patagal ng patagal, pahirap ng pahirap, so parami ng parami yung iisipin. The good thing is it's properly guided by the software itself. So, tulad ng sabi namin kanina Sir Wax, we don't have the kit yet. This is one of the ways on how you can use or practice at least the coding because it's really similar to the
naglag.
spike. Ayan, hulog. I-zoom out mo na, masyadong maliit. Ay, masyadong malaki pala. Hindi nila makita yung balik, baba, paliit. Sige pa. Sige pa, yan. Okay, so ito na naman tayo. Forward na naman, Sir Wax. Ayusin mo. Naiwan yung
So, kailangan mag-turn left muna ako.
Mag-reset ka muna. Okay, remember to reset because minsan kasi nag-run na, hindi mo alam kung nasan yung starting point. So, yun yung sasabihin nyo sa mga students nyo. Try to reset because at some point, hindi malaman ng bata saan ba talaga siya nag-start. So, baka nag-code siya looking at the previous. Kung diretso ka lang dyan, pre, forward ka lang, drive forward. Walang turns. Kasi ayun ka lang, di ba, diretso.
Ayun, nasa harapan, yung ulo ko
Ay, nasan
nasa...
ba yan? Baligtad. Okay.
You have to turn left. Turn left, then turn left.
Sige nga, testing.
Tama ba? Turn left.
Ewan ko, ikaw nagko-code eh. Ako teacher lang ako, taga-bantay lang ako, Wax.
Forward. Okay.
Testing.
Try ko yan. Second
Nakabahan
attempt.
ako, parang magdadive ka na naman, boink. Parang kailangan mo backward. See? Okay, so it's a thing of perspective. So minsan, yung sabi mo, dapat nakatalikod ako. So dapat yung student ay meron siyang sense of perspective. Saan ba ako nakaharap? So I can code. Iba yung nakaharap mo, iba yung kaharap ng robot mo. So yon, yung mga tips and tricks.
Turn left. Drive. Another try.
Sige daw.
Oops.
Mapakahirap ka pa eh. Pwede ka naman palang mag-backward. Okay. Diba? Backward lang, pare. Pakahirap ka pa. So, yun yung mga, yun yung nakakatawa sa coding, no? Maraming pwedeng sagot.
Isa lang ang sagot.
Try mo
Yan,
try
drive
mo
back.
ulitin. Kung backward lang.
Backward lang. Bakit kasi ang dami kong pinindot?
Oo, yun. Pero gumana, di ba? So, kailangan din. Tingnan mo din.
Yan ang tama.
Unfortunately, hindi ko makikita yung codes mo. Yun lang ang iba dito. Hindi katulad ng if you had experience code.org, meron din kasi silang mga simulations. You get to see how the students coded the activity. Pero ito naman is maganda kasi kita mo talaga yung simulations. Although doon may mga avatars din. Pero ito is more on the objective natin. Okay,
Dito
so yun.
Wala nang given movement. Wala nang given.
Oo. So, you have to go to
make
the
my
code
own.
itself.
Okay?
Yep.
So, ano mga movement na pwede kong gawin? And then data. So, ang gagawin ko is turn left.
Turn left ng gaano ka. Sige.
Turn left, then drive
Drive
forward.
forward.
Tapos turn left ulit. Turn left, drive forward, turn left, turn left, turn left. So, turn left, then drive forward.
Feeling ko magda-dive ka dyan.
I will try.
Paano mo ba gagamitin yung data?
Turn left, there. Then, turn right. Dapat may turn right. Yun na, umuwi na.
Wala.
Umuwi.
Okay, so ayan yung mga exploratory pieces dyan sa CoderZ. So it's up for the teachers and the students. So the teachers will have to plan and guide the students. So bale, if you're going to use it for your classes, you have to give one short, at least a 15 to 20 minutes instructions, and then
Left,
let them play. Para pagdating dun sa mismong activity, they don't get lost. Diba?
Yan. Try ko to. Try ko to.
Sige nga. Kailangan mo yung data. Kaya may data yan eh.
Mali. Ako, inaano mo siya. Ayun, nalaglag
Mahulog
na
yan.
Kailangan
Kailangan mo yung data. So, ayan yung ano, yan yung kailangan mong i-add.
Okay, sige. So, yan ang
Okay.
magiging pag hindi ko nagawa.
Yan yung
no?
magiging challenge doon sa mga suyang. Ganyan kalaki yung environment na kailangan ng paglaruan. Yun yung maganda sa simulation. Okay, stop mo muna yan, Sir Wax. Titingnan ko ulit yung sa aking account.
Saan ba tayo? Yeah.
Ayan, share screen ulit ako. Share. Okay, so
Siguro pag may magtatanong din, no, if kung magtatanong po kayo, paano ma-download tong CoderZ? So, hindi to installer.
Hindi po siya mada-download. Yep.
So, web-based siya. And then, free ang trial, no?
Free trial, pero yung ano lang.
Yung full
yung
functionalities should be subscription.
Ito
no?
lang. Ito lang yung free na trial. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na yung classes, yun yung wala sa student account, of course. And then, if I go back there, makikita ko na si Sir Wax ay teka lang. Bagal. Yan. So, sa scoreboard ko, makikita ko na ang average attempt ni Sir Wax ay 2.4. Ang score niya ay 400. So, if you have more students, this is also going to be one of the tools na makikita nila ay pang top pang top 3 ako. So, they can, some students who are optimistic can get to try better, perform better for the next mission. So, they get a higher rank. So, yun yung mga naman para sa mga advanced students. Yun yung gustong-gusto nila. There are some students, so just be very careful, no? Kasi minsan the students will keep doing it over and over and over just to get to the first rank. And then they forget the concept of time. So, minsan, ang objective nila is to get the top rank and not complete the whole thing. So, dapat bigyan niyo po din sila ng timeline. So, yun yung atin. Sa knowledge base naman, this is what we have not, yan. If you have questions, dito po tayo pupunta. Okay? So, yan. Yan yung ating CoderZ using Lego Education Spike Prime. And if you want to try the others, there's 4 that you can have free trials from. And then, ayan po. Yan. Yan ang mga wala pa. Hindi pa na-try ni Sir Wax yan eh. So, yan yung ating mga accounts. Baka meron kayong questions, type in your questions po.
Yes. Anong ating next activity sa Sabado?
Sa ating next activity sa Sabado, we are trying to get a license, no? Medyo, yun lang, medyo mahirap mag-create ng account kasi ito po ay walang local. CoderZ is just a partner of Felta for the Spike Prime kasi sila pa lang ang merong Spike Prime na simulator. Pero ang ito po kasi ay international purchase. So if you are a public school na gustong mag-avail ng CoderZ platform, medyo mahirap in terms of paperworks. No, Sir Wax? Unless you are a coach or a teacher who is going to be reimbursed for a specific amount. We are not sure yet how much. So, yun lang yung konting ano nyo. So, kaya ang ina-advise namin is free trial muna. So, you get to explore and then if you really, really want to decide to get it for you, then you can you have to go directly to the website. Felta is just for the contact for the code, the Spike Prime kit, the actual kit, but not on that. The VRT is different. If those who are asking, may nagtatanong kasi Sir Wax, pares ba yung CoderZ at saka yung VRT? VRT po is different. VRT is for the robot competitions platform and then classes. Iba din po yung Minecraft. For education, meron po ang DepEd. If you are from the DepEd, meron, pwede po yon ma-activate. But then, iba po ulit, that's the A4. Iba po yung Minecraft, free Minecraft for education. Iba din yung yung Minecraft account from Microsoft. So, magkakaiba siya. So, if you want to know more about those platforms, BRT, Minecraft, and then CoderZ, you can ask Felta Multimedia Incorporated. Yon, Sir Wax, ang ating scope for the day.
So I think that will be all for today. No, sa next series po natin, we will present another topic naman. Okay? And again, congratulations sa ating pong Philippine Robotics team. One of these days, they will go to the office of the Vice President of our country, no, the Philippines, to recognize their work sa competition ng World Robotics Olympiad in Canada. So we will be there, no? Pupunta tayo doon, no, for the recognition of the office of.
So yan. So those who are starting, like nagsimula tayo, ang tagal nating simulan, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, 8 months na. Lapit na tayo mag 8 months na tayong nag-series na ganito. So hopefully, as you can see, we don't have to have the physical kit. We don't have to have, having the physical kit is an advantage. We don't have to be together always because there are virtual simulations and there are virtual presentations. So I do hope na hindi mag-stop yung eagerness na mga students and teachers to still engage in STEM, specifically in the field of robotics, because meron tayong mga virtual platforms. So, kailangan po natin na mag-try and ventures into other platforms so we can sustain the students' interest in the field of STEM and robotics. Yun lang po. Marami pong salamat sa pag-tune in. See you again next week, mga kapatid.
Welcome to CoderZ Adventure with LEGO Education Spike Prime. This short introductory video will cover the registration process, overall course experience, key features, and learning advantages. The course is an online gamified simulator of the Spike Prime robot. It can serve as a powerful platform for self-paced learning in an environment monitored by the teacher. No other learning strategy engages students quite like gamification, and this extra engagement can be exploited by teachers to further the learning, such as with small group tasks, guided inquiries, hypotheticals, and review of difficult topics. Access the landing page from the link that you were provided with, and then click here to begin registration. Both teachers and students can register. Fill in the information and sign up. Once you gain access to the course, you will see the Learning Center. The course is divided into packs. CoderZ simplifies STEM learning by breaking down each course into digestible packs, allowing students to focus on specific topics. Each pack is made up of missions. Click a mission to access it. The mission screen is made up of two main areas: the code editing area on the left and the simulation pane with Spike Prime on the right. The goal of each mission is to program the robot to drive to the target. To get students started, most missions come complete with an introductory tour. Students program the robot by dragging blocks from the menu. Run the program and watch the simulated robot perform the instructions given to it. You can see that students are given instant feedback whether or not they complete the mission, filling their instinctive requirement for answers. Let's take a look at some additional features of the platform. Teachers are well provided for and have access to all mission solutions. The useful Help widget connects directly to the CoderZ knowledge base, and it is accessible from every mission. Returning to the main menu, you can view additional teacher resources, including class reports and a teacher's guide. This heat map shows which students have performed the mission and at what level of completion. In addition to providing a strong base for instructional aid, the teacher's guide helps promote blended and hybrid STEM learning with additional suggested assignments, methods of assessment, and discussion topics. The projects area allows teachers to create additional assignments based on what students have already learned in the missions. It is here especially where teachers are encouraged to expand upon student learning and promote 21st century soft skills by asking guiding questions such as "What if?", "Why in your opinion?", or "Give 3 reasons in favor of," and so on. Finally, the profile settings allow you to change elements of your profile, such as your account information, password, and display and block language. The course is available in English, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. Take some time to explore this unique CoderZ course. And thanks for watching!